E-2 visa is one of most sought after visa these days, and in today's session, we will answer important questions about it from 10 of our clients. Let's start with Sarah from Pakistan, and she's asking, what exactly is the E-2 visa? So, the E-2 is an investor visa that lets you move to the US if you put money into a business there. It's not a green card, but it allows you and your family to live in the US as long as the business is active. So, if you're entrepreneurial, the E2 can be your gateway to America. Now, a question from Zahir, and he is asking, how much do I really need to invest for the E2 visa? So, Zahir, there's no fixed number in the law, but in practice, you need at least around $100,000 or more to show your business is serious and viable. The more realistic the investment, the stronger your case. Think of it less as a price tag and more as proof that your business will create jobs and grow. Another question from Rahil, and he says, can my family, spouse, and kids come with me on the E2? Yes, Rahil, that's one of the biggest advantages. Your spouse can apply for work authorization in the US, and your kids can go to school or even university. The E2 isn't just for you, it's for your whole family. It's truly a family friendly option, but remember, it all depends on your business staying active. Another question from Zara from Lahore, and she's asking, does the E2 visa give me a green card? Unfortunately, no, Zara. The E2 is temporary. It's renewable indefinitely as long as your business is running, but it does not directly lead to a green card. If permanent residency is your goal, we'd need to plan another route later. Think of the E2 as a bridge, not the final destination. Another question from Anthony from Lagos, and he's asking, how long does it take to get an E2 visa? The process is usually quick, Anthony. In many cases, you can get an answer in just a few months. That's much faster than most US immigration programs. So, if speed is important to you, the E2 is definitely one of the fastest options. We have another question from our Karachi office, and clients often ask them, what kind of business should they invest in for the E2? So, it could be a franchise, a new startup, or even buying an existing business. The key is that it must be real, active, and able to create jobs, not just a paper company. The stronger the business plan, the stronger your E2 case. Irfan is asking, do I really need to hire Americans for my E2 business? Yes, Irfan. Over time, your business should support US workers. It doesn't mean you need a huge staff right away, but showing job creation strengthens your case and renewals. Think of it this way. The E2 is a partnership. You bring investment. The US wants jobs. Here is a big question from Trevor from Manila. He's asking, what if my passport is not from an E2 treaty country? Can I still apply? The answer is directly no. The E2 is only for nationals of treaty countries, but there's a workaround. Many people first get a second passport from a treaty country like Grenada or Turkey, then apply. So even if your current passport doesn't qualify, there may still be a pathway. Raymond from Dubai is asking, what if my E2 business doesn't work out? Very important question. Raymond, if the business shuts down, your E2 status ends. That's why it's important to choose carefully and plan for sustainability. But if things don't go as planned, we can explore other US options before your status runs out. So it's not risk-free, but with the right guidance, you can protect your future. Finally, the big one. Is the E2 visa really worth it? This question comes from Rizwan from Karachi. So Rizwan, it depends on your goals. If you want a fast move to the US, flexibility and family benefits, yes, it's very powerful. But if your dream is a green card, you'll need a bigger strategy. Remember, the E2 is a bridge. The question is, do you know where that bridge should lead you? Thank you all for sharing your important E2 visa questions with us. Please leave your questions in comments and we'll endeavor to answer each one of them. Best of luck.